And welcome in once again to another edition of The Swarm here on Hive Media. Now, I know what you're thinking. You're like, wait a minute, there's three of you. And there is. We did invite one of our pals, one of our Hive mates to join us for this one. We just kind of did the Super Show a few days ago, so not a lot more has happened in the wrestling landscape. So we were like, why don't we kind of have like a fun show where we kind of talk about like some of our favorites of the year so far, favorite male, female wrestler of the year, match, feud, kind of where we're at along the whole landscape of professional wrestling. So we're going to kind of give you that type of episode today here. And this is the start of our new schedule as well. The wrestling show will be dropping on Mondays now, so you'll kind of get it leading into Monday and Monday Night Raw and all that stuff. And then the football show will still be, or the sports show, I should say. It's football centric, but the sports show will still be on Saturdays. But yes, we invited our pal Jamie to join us. He is here. He's going to join in on the fun, talking about all his favorite stuff of the year so far in pro wrestling. But first and foremost, thanks for joining us. And how you doing tonight?
My pleasure. It's early morning for me, but we're all good.
That's true. That is true. That is true. CJ, how are you, pal?
You kept saying the football show. One of us have a baseball division winner in this group. That would be me. We're doing great today, JPJ, I got to say.
Yeah, you had a bounce back because yesterday you sucked.
Yesterday I was ready to just drive off a cliff.
Yeah, yesterday was a rough day for you over there. Real Madrid and
I don't care about soccer or college football anymore. It's fun.
Okay, yeah. I was gonna say LSU and Real Madrid had a tough one for you, but today the Blue Jays and our New England Patriots they bounced one back for you.
And Jamie's Chicago Bears had him ready to pass out at 6 a.m., but here he is.
Yeah, Jesus. Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
They never do it easy.
No,
unless
you
they're
can't win
losing,
a game.
then it's an easy loss.
Right. Exactly.
Do you believe in Caleb Williams?
He has moments where I'm like, okay, I see it. And then there are other times where I'm like, oh, God, what are you doing?
Sounds like another quarterback that JPJ has the same feelings about.
Who?
Ours?
No, ours has been good. 3 straight games.
Oh,
he's been good. No, he's been good.
I need Jamie here every week. We get positive JPJ now.
No,
like
look at. If you play well, you play well. Like today was enough. There's 2 out of 3 games at least where he's played well and he didn't do a stupid mistake.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, but again, this game was over halfway through the second quarter.
By the way, the Panthers completed 3 passes, and I got a text with JPJ. The Panthers are going to whoop our ass.
No, the Panthers scored a touchdown with no resistance whatsoever on the first drive, and I said that Carolina's going to whoop us today. They're going to whoop 42-10 after that, and then we outscored them 42-10. So it was fine.
JPJ clearly knows football.
It's embarrassing. That was an embarrassing first drive. But nonetheless, we are here to talk some wrestling. I don't know where you guys want to start. If you want to start with
probably wrestle of the year last, because that's like the biggest one.
That's what I assume. We do the male and female wrestlers
feud match, then wrestler.
I would be okay with that. So we're gonna do male and female for every category here. So why don't we start with feud of the year, and why don't we start on the male side of things?
We can go like backwards. There's like Jamie can start one, and then you can double like a draft cover thing.
Yeah, I'm okay with that. We can snake it. So we'll let our guest, we'll let our friend Jamie start this one. Right now, 3/4 of the way through the year. What is your favorite, or what has been your favorite male feud of the year?
I think the one for me would have to be Hangman and Swerve in that early part of the year. Like, they were doing just incredible stuff. Every segment was must-watch TV, so see if they can close out the year with some good stuff with Hangman without his long-time rival.
Well,
yeah, I mean, I think you can make an argument that was the best wrestling feud of last year, and then because it made it so far through this year, it's still spectacular. I like that one a lot. CJ, what about you, man? You avid AEW hater.
That is true.
But you said before we popped on here that these lists for you, you're AEW heavy.
Well, it doesn't start that way. So.
Okay. Oh, that's what I was asking.
We started with the one WWE I had. Punk and Rollins I have. Now that Jamie says it, that was my second, but I considered that more last year, even though it did bleed into this year.
Yep.
But that was probably my favorite feud, Hangman and Swerve. As JPJ points out every episode of the Swerve, I like negative things. So them breaking each other's houses, burning each other's house down, love that stuff. But Punk and Rollins is there for me. It looks like it's still not done either. It might be a feud that goes into 2026, probably at WrestleMania potentially. But yeah, I have that just slightly over Swerve and Hangman.
Yeah, I mean, for me, I agree with you, CJ. I actually have the same exact feud. I think they've been feuding for even longer than the start of this calendar year, but it felt like, the debut of Raw on Netflix, that first show right in the first week of January, they were the main event, and they really have never stopped. They've been intertwined the whole year, and Punk's title win that got taken away by Rollins, and now we got the mixed. It's not ending. I do think they kind of need to get away from each other for at least a little bit, and then you can come back to it. It's one of those feuds that I don't think we're ever going to really be too sick of seeing it again, but there does need to be separation. But I do think as well, I think that's been the most intense feud on the male side of things for me so far this year. And I know I'm going to kind of lead into the women's side of things. I also went WWE on this side. I have Jade Cargill and Naomi as my women's feud of the year. I thought the business at Elimination Chamber was incredible. I thought that was one of the best women booked angles, things that WWE has done all calendar year. I think they built, it's not a shame that Naomi had to, that's a very good reason why she had to give up the title. But I think that that was going to be a big time feud for Naomi for the title, was her and Jade. I think they were going to continue that, and it was going to last a while. Jade's still in the title picture now, but obviously Naomi is not. I thought that for me was my favorite women's feud so far this year. I just really enjoyed the spot at Elimination Chamber. I thought it was incredible.
I have Tony Storm, Mariah May is mine. Big AEW guy here, as everybody knows. JPJ with two WWE guys, so I would love to hear people bitching at him like they do to me every time we have a show. But no, they only had, I think, 2 matches technically this year. But the Hollywood ending match is one of the best women's matches of the year still, and it's about to be October. Wrestling is subjective, like I always tell JPJ when he tells me I have a stupid opinion. But if you don't like Tony Storm, you're kind of an idiot. And then we saw Mariah May put on a show yesterday on NXT as well. Oh, Blake Monroe now, I guess. But yeah, so that might be a teaser for later as well, those two.
Yeah. Jamie, how about you? Where are you leaning on the female side of things?
So mine is probably one that's flown under the radar a little bit. Mine is Aminata and Tekla.
Oh, yeah.
Those two have just been wanting to destroy each other every chance they get to put their hands on each other, and it's, as of this weekend, culminated in the women getting the first blood and guts match in AEW. So I'm excited to see those two get in there and finally get hands on each other with no holds barred.
Yeah, that's been really good. I really like Queen Aminata a lot. And I think Becky and Lyra, consider that could have been another one that was thrown in there as well. And kind of that feud, what they've done for the IC title and kind of to raise the stature of that belt and stuff like that. All right, so we're going to continue this snake side of things. So why don't we start with the women this time? Women's Wrestler of the Year, Jamie.
So that one I think has to go to Toni Storm. Every match she's had been incredible. All of the stories that she's had with the various different people on that roster throughout the year. She's been handed some weird combinations and weird moments, but always makes them work, and it's been great.
CJ, this is going to be a
copy
clean
and
sweep.
Paste here.
Yeah, this could be a clean sweep. Yeah.
Like I said, wrestling is subjective. Obviously, you like what you like, but if you don't at least enjoy something Toni Storm has done over the last year, you might need to evaluate how you watch wrestling. Because she has something. If you like in-ring work, one of the best in the world. If you like character work, one of the best in the world. So, no matter what you like I'm a big character guy, so obviously I like Toni Storm. But if you're a big, I only care about one in-ring, she's one of the best in the world.
Yeah, I mean, everything she does is to perfection. Every promo, every segment, the crowd eats it up. She's tremendously over, and she was a great champion. Like Jamie said, every match she's been in was excellent. I'm kind of intrigued to see what she does now that she doesn't have the title anymore. Like I want to see like kind of how they use her and how she's used moving forward, because obviously everything she does is going to matter. Like I feel like she's going to be like equivalent of the title. Like, hey, what's Tony doing? And then you're going to have the title picture almost. Yeah, that's a great choice. Any honorable mentions from you fellas when it comes to Women's Wrestler of the Year?
I think you've got to throw Mercedes Moné.
That was the one I was thinking of.
Just with the amount of work she's done, not just on TV, but doing all of the indies, all of the random other shows, CMLL, over in Stardom. She's popped up over there as well. Like she's just been anywhere and everywhere she can. So I think you've got to at least reward that hard work as well.
She's almost on like that old WWE live event schedule. She's just wrestling about 6 times a week, it seems like.
Yeah.
So you got to put her on it. I think you got to put Becky on it. You might even like Lyra is a dark horse. Io. I love Io. My favorite.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's kind of. But I think Toni Storm. The other people are deserving, but Toni Storm is the clear winner in my opinion.
Yeah,
for
sure.
I think the women's side of wrestling has been really, really strong this year. That the PWI 250 is going to be very hotly contested, I think.
Yeah, I fully agree. All right, so that was a clean sweep for Toni Storm in the Women's Wrestler of the Year on our end.
Very surprising.
No, not really. I think that's no. All right, so on the men, this is where I'm going to go back to my 8. I mean, I did with Tony, but for me, it's Hangman Adam Page. Listen, the guy has put on tremendous matches. With that match he just had with Fletcher was a work of art. The Moxley match to get the title, I know there was a lot of bullshit at the end, and that typical death. But
it's more of a Moxley thing than a.
Yeah, exactly. And like the story of him building up to that match to win the title back for AEW, and the matches he had earlier this year, the feud with MJF. It's just, to me, he solidified himself kind of for a second time as he is the main character. He is the main guy at AEW. And for me, he won by a considerable margin for me. Hangman Adam Page is my male wrestler of the year. CJ.
Yeah, I echo exactly what you said. As the AEW fan on the show, I'm going back to my AEW roots with Mr. Adam Page. Pretty much everything you said. And I said on our last show, I'm not like the biggest fan of him, so this should show you how good of a year he had if I'm willing to give him Wrestler of the Year. Yeah, again, it's almost like the Toni Storm thing in the sense of it doesn't matter what you like. He covers all your bases.
Yeah.
So I had to put him as my Wrestler of the Year.
Jamie.
So I could easily agree with you, but I'm going to go somewhere slightly different, and I'm going to say Will Ospreay. The quality of those matches that he's had, obviously it led to a bad situation for him, needing to take time off. But up until then, every single Ospreay match was must watch and always delivered. I don't think he's ever gone out there and been like, well, that was okay.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. Ospreay and the quality that, I feel he's one of the few guys in the world that you just know when he steps in there, you just know you're going to get, I know it's cliche, but you're going to get that 5-star quality, no matter who he's facing, no matter what's going on, tag match, multi-man match, one-on-one, doesn't matter. Ospreay's going to give you, he's going to put his body on the line, as we unfortunately saw with him having to be out for a little bit now because he puts it all out there. Kind of like
he elevated so many people throughout this year as well. Like he took Fletcher from tag, kind of just becoming a singles mid-card guy, to now Fletcher is in the main event and it doesn't feel strange at all. It felt totally normal and natural for him to be in there and potentially win that match.
Yeah, 100%.
I was telling JPJ on our wrestling show, they had we all knew Page was gonna win. He's not losing that title this quick, but they had me a couple times in that 40 minutes they went.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, I mean, he beat the crap out of Hangman for the majority of that match. Like, he was in command, and it looked like he was manhandling him at times. And then it just, obviously, like you said, I don't think anybody was picking Fletcher, but the way they made it believable that he was just destroying Hangman at times, it was like, well, all right, maybe Fletcher will win this kind of thing. And I thought that they really did that really, really well. All right. Any honorable mentions, like we kind of did on the women's side? Any other people that were floating around in your brain besides Hangman? Because that obviously he swept. Ospreay, but anybody else? Like anybody? Seth Rollins, CM Punk. Anybody else kind of ring a bell? I think Bandito you can make an argument for, maybe.
Bandito's another one, and I think you got to chuck Dominic Mysterio in there.
I like to hear this.
The popularity he has had, and won the AAA Mega Championship, the first Guerrero to ever hold that title, and to go into AAA and just immediately be the most loved person on that roster is awesome.
Yeah. He is the champ. He is. I think honestly, and this isn't for like a yearly category that we're talking about here, but I think further on down the line, we're going to talk about the ascent of Dominic. We're going to talk about that more because that guy, his first year, he was like legitimately hated because he was like not good. Like he was bad.
No, he was horrendous.
He was really bad. Mm-hmm. And then we literally watched him get good. And then we watched him figure it out, and we watched him create a character, and we kind of watched him turn into a superstar.
And it was watching an independent wrestler from their early days to finally getting on TV. He just did it all on TV.
Yeah. And it's just like that whole ascent. And like you said, now obviously he gets the heat, but it's not the get off my screen, you suck heat. It's the, hey, we like you and we know you're really good. So we're going to do what we're supposed to do. And that's boo you heat.
There's a lot of people that like jokingly boo him because he has like Liv Morgan, Rhea Ripley, and Roxanne standing over him.
Oh yeah, of course.
Which is never a bad thing. Let's be honest.
No. But I feel like that's going to be talked about more of just kind of what we've witnessed with Dom because like you can tell me, and I believe that at one point he's going to be one of the most over baby faces in WWE whenever they want to do that and turn him. And the crowd will 1,000% be behind him. And I just think that if you would have asked any of us like 2 to 3 years ago, if we thought that could ever be a possibility, I don't think anybody would have said yes when it comes to Dom. So it's pretty crazy. All right. Let's see. What are we doing now? Match of the year? And we're doing one for each, huh? All right. All right, so we'll go back to you, Jamie. Why don't we go back to the men's side? We'll start with the men's side on this one. So far this year, what is your men's match of the year?
Oh boy,
Lesnar versus Cena from WrestlePalooza. Or?
Yeah, I heard that was fantastic.
Oh boy,
I would probably say a Hangman Mox match from TV wrestling, from local Australian wrestling. If you haven't seen Robbie Eagles versus the Tuckman for the Soul of PWA Championship, it is easily up there with TV quality world's best match stuff.
What is it? I'm gonna write this down and watch it.
It's Robbie Eagles versus the Tuckman for the Soul of PWA Championship at King of the Metro, I think it was at. And yeah, it's brilliant.
Gotta watch that. Oh, there it is. I see it.
All right. I like that. CJ. Male wrestler. Male match of the year.
Hangman versus Ospreay from Double or Nothing. I don't know if we can even say so far. I don't know if it's possible really to be much better than that. And Ospreay's not going to wrestle again this year, unfortunately. So, but there's not much to say. Everybody's seen that match. You know what I'm talking about. I don't know if this could be a better match.
That match was incredible. My match, I already know that my pick is not the best male wrestling match of the year, but it's my male wrestling match of the year, and that is Anarchy in the Arena from Double or Nothing.
Okay. Same show.
Yep. when bodies came on, bro, I was I had never been I still have never been more jealous to not be at a show. Cuz like I was like fucking 15 or 16 when that song came. Like that is like my youth. That was I was Attitude Era, obsessed with pro wrestling, listened to new metal. Like that was my life. And when that shit came on, I have never really cried at wrestling, except for like, you know, the sad stuff, like when people pass and stuff like that.
Right.
I've never cried outside of that at wrestling. And I was so the feeling I had when Bodies came on and the crowd started, and it just, everything about it, I was like, this is beautiful. Like this is a beautiful piece of art that I'm watching here, even though it's an anarchy in the arena. It's a nonsense, fucking chaotic, beautiful mess. But I have goosebumps talking about it. I'm still very fond of that moment. So that is my male.
That was one of the most
match
fun
of the
matches
year.
for sure.
Oh my God, I loved it.
Why don't you start with the women's?
Well, I am, but I like to do the honorable mention thing, and with matches, there's obviously a lot more that we can discuss here. But any other matches stick out on the men's side of things that should be in the discussion?
I had Jamie's as my second. Hangman versus Mox was my second.
Yeah, I think the triple threat night one main event with Rollins, Punk, and Roman should be in the discussion. I thought that was really good. Cena and Cody from SummerSlam, excellent. That's just kind of throwing in some WWE things inside, but
we know you're a big WWE guy.
No,
so that makes sense.
I do AEW coverage as well.
Sure. I'll toss in Bandito and Hechicero from Final Battle.
Yeah, the one with Takeshita as well that Bandito had was incredible as well. Yeah, those.
I feel like there's a very big chance Takeshi's on a lot of these lists next year.
I think he could. I think he could be. I think he
I was shocked he wasn't higher up on the PWA 500, but I guess most of his really big, awesome stuff happened right at the end, or
like
just
November,
after the
December.
cutoff.
Oh well, yeah.
I am going to come across as the WWE mark.
You're going to take it
on this show.
You're going to take it
on this show. Because I do think the best women's match of the year is Io, Rhea, and Bianca Belair from WrestleMania. I do think I'm gonna let everyone go before my honorable mention because I think maybe someone will have it. But I still think, even though I've enjoyed AEW this year as a total, way more than I've enjoyed the WWE product, that match at WrestleMania to open night 2 was a thing of beauty. It was perfect. Those are in my opinion, the 3 best women's wrestlers in WWE. They killed it. They absolutely killed it. So that was my favorite. I almost went Io and Rhea from Evolution, but I thought this was the best one.
I have that as well. I told you this on an episode of The Swarm in the past. I didn't watch WrestleMania live because I was in LA for Coachella, so we watched it when we came back each night. And my friend, who's kind of a lapsed wrestling fan, he hasn't watched wrestling seriously in probably 9 or 10 years. He thought that was the best match of the night, and he doesn't even know who these people are. So that really shows you like how incredible that match really was.
Yeah, you picked that too, yeah.
Yep.
Okay, Jamie.
I went with the other one you said, the Evolution match between those two.
There's not a wrong answer there.
Yeah, absolutely brilliant. And the Naomi cash in at the end, just a kind of a nice little bow. They were having probably the match, literally a match of the year candidate before that, and then that moment just kind of elevated everything to a different level.
If you ranked every women's match this year, like, and did the top 25, is Io in like 20 of them?
It feels like she would be in a good number of them.
Yeah. Io and Rhea, probably all of them.
Yeah.
Io, Rhea, Tony, they're all in like
they're
the
in
top
every single one.
Half.
Yeah, well, I was going to say, obviously we all went WWE side on this, but honorable mentions, Tony and Mercedes from All In was excellent.
My second was Tony and Mariah, the Hollywood ending match.
Yeah, that one.
Very good.
That was my number 2.
Really, really good. Really, really good. Yeah, so I like that a lot. All right. Are we at the end now? Just our wrestlers of the year? Beauty. All right, Jamie, I'm going to let you lead. Why don't we lead with the ladies here? Go ahead.
Ooh, okay. I think I would probably go WWE for this one and say Io, because she's just done incredible work in every match she's had, and looks like she has a pretty cool storyline going at the moment. So there's plenty of potential there even without the title.
I loved what they did at the end of Raw with the Asuka turn and all that. I think it's going to be real good. CJ, Women's Wrestler of the Year.
Did we not already do this?
Wait, I thought we did.
Yeah.
Wait, so what do we do? Was that it?
Yes.
Oh, no, we finished the whole thing.
I thought we did.
All right. I'm losing it.
I thought we did.
I'm
always down to just praise Io Sky for no reason. Love that.
No, sorry. I was like,
give Io all the flowers.
I thought we had an extra.
We can do a full show.
We had an extra award. I was like, I thought we had an extra award.
You can make one up if you'd like. We've only been 20 minutes here.
All right.
Why not? Right off the cuff.
Yeah, why not?
That's what we do
All right.
here.
Why don't we just do this? What moment?
Independent Wrestler of the Year?
Oh.
I don't know who's technically signed. I would have to see that, to be honest. You don't even know who signed these days, honestly. Because everybody wrestles everywhere.
I was going to say moment of the year. Maybe. Do we have a favorite moment?
What about like it can't be a match either. It has to be a moment. A return, a cash, and a debut.
Ooh.
I mean, moment of the year. We're just talking this specific moment.
I can say yours. I can guess yours.
It would hard to not be the Cena heel turn, would it not?
Oh, I thought you were going to say Brock's return at SummerSlam.
No, absolutely not.
That's what you were
going to we can. No. Not
Worst
a good
moment
time.
of the year, baby.
Not a good time. Not a good time. I don't know what was worse, that actual return or the first match of WrestlePalooza. I don't know
the match was worse because at least, even though it sucks that he came back, at least it was like a pop moment. Like you weren't expecting it at the very least.
God, brutal.
No, it's not good. Worst match of the year? Let's get negative. I love that.
No.
There's a moment that really stood out to me, but not for the good reasons. It is Adam Cole. The announcement.
Sure.
That's very sad.
Unforgettable and sad. But yeah.
It just
a
killed
horrible
the
moment.
next match too. It ruined like a good 45 minutes of that show.
Yep.
Yeah, that was super sad. And just I didn't expect that we would hear from him. I just thought they would kind of just make that announcement that he wasn't able to compete, and we kind of go there.
Right.
And you could just see how beaten up he was about it.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, that was good.
Not good that it happened, but good choice.
The Cena heel turn for me, obviously the follow-up was not great, but the Cena heel turn for me, the moment, Naomi cashing in, the Naomi's cashing in was another big time moment. And I think Hangman winning the title. I think Hangman winning the title from Moxley and kind of opening up the briefcase and kind of was seeing the belt again and kind of that. I thought that was quite a good moment as well.
What about like story? Biggest story of the year. Not a storyline either, like biggest announcement, biggest, whatever. Like non-kayfabe thing, I guess, so to speak. Would it have to be enough for a good thing, the Saudi Mania?
Yeah, probably Saudi Mania. That's a pretty crazy moment to have
regardless of what you think about it, it probably is
the show of the year moving out of the States for the first time is pretty crazy.
And not to like London or anything either.
Yeah. Yeah, that was one of the bigger stories for sure.
And of course,
they've got a lot of them. The ESPN deal.
Oh yeah.
AAA.
They bought AAA. The Netflix debut was a huge moment.
See, this is what WWE wants. They don't care if it's good or bad. We're just our top 10 headlines of the year are probably all WWE related.
But I feel like, this is the thing, right? Is for me, I feel like WWE's biggest moments of the year
are like negative out of
business stuff.
It's this stuff. It's not the Cena heel turn. Yes, that was a huge deal.
Naomi.
But like Naomi. So there's been they still put on.
Could there be 2 Naomi moments in the top 10?
Maybe.
A pregnancy and the cash.
Yeah, but most of their biggest moments of the year don't involve things that happen on the wrestling show. They involve the business,
they're not even good business things either.
Yeah. And so it's kind of like, oh, all right, yeah, like, yeah, that's cool, but like, I don't really.
It doesn't affect me.
It doesn't pop me. What pops me is the stuff I, sink my teeth into and like expand my, my mind to watch and enjoy watching.
Not only does it not affect me, it kind of does affect me in a negative way. Like now I don't get WrestleMania in New Orleans. Now, even if I wanted to go to WrestleMania, I'm obviously not going to Saudi for it. Like,
yeah, changes the time during the day, like when certain things are going to happen for certain people. Like for you, it's what? It's a crazy time, isn't it? for you?
Yeah, the Saudi one will be like a 2 a.m. show.
Yeah, like come on. So,
But like, even the, because that's like 2 years Mania. So New Orleans had Mania taken off them for Vegas again.
yeah,
Thank you for bringing that up.
Indianapolis have no idea when they're getting
yeah.
WrestleMania, even though they've paid for it.
yeah.
So it's like, why they're shooting themselves in the foot in terms of, pay us this site fees to get the biggest show of the year, and then at the last second we're just going to rug pull it because someone else pays us more anyway. And it's like, it's going to make it harder for them to sell these shows in the future.
Yeah. They did that with Boston and the Cena thing. Was all year it was rumored that Saturday night's main event was going to happen in Boston. It was going to be his last match, and then
The news, WBC Boston announced it. Like WBC Boston, the news channel announced that it was happening in Boston.
yeah. And then all of a sudden, Washington, D.C. came with the fatter check, and WWE said, okay, yep, we don't care about anything else. Yep, we'll take that. Okay.
I
He's
also
going
think
to
there might
Boston
be a
on this
side
day.
reason why that's taking
Well,
place.
I don't want to get into that. But
Yeah, I suspect there might be 2 shows happening in Washington that weekend
potentially, great. So
on a certain lawn.
let's hope not. I swear. Let's hope not at all.
Might just happen in the office.
It could at this point.
It's a private show for him.
Yeah, who knows?
I did see a rumor that apparently if it does happen, the walkouts will start in the Oval Office.
Yeah, that's Dana White announced that. It wasn't just a rumor.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Well,
For the
UFC
UFC.
has already announced they're doing a show there, right?
They already dropped what do you call it? Early pictures of what it's going to look
a
like.
rendering.
Yeah, right. There you go. That's the word. Yep. Can't wait for that. And that card is going to be. They're going to load it up too.
Of course they are. Yeah, but they're gonna have all the shit. They're gonna have like Covington on there.
Well, it's going to be like all criminals, so it
Yeah,
fits
you're gonna
where it
have
is.
all the shitheads on there.
But it fits.
All
It fits
the
for what
white
it is.
red hat guys.
Yeah, it's gonna be brutal.
Oh my god! You know they're coming out with the hats on too.
Oh, 1,000%. He's gonna be in the front row. Just it's gonna be a great time. Yeah, it's gonna be enjoyable for everybody, I'm sure.
I'm not gonna. I'm part of the problem because I'm gonna talk shit about it and then watch it.
Yeah, of course you will.
I love how great your country's going at the moment.
Oh, it's tremendous. It's a tremendous time. It's a tremendous time. Listen, my baseball team made the playoffs, so I'm happy. My football team won by 30 points today, so I'm happy. That will, numb the pain of the chaos and nonsense happening for a day, maybe. But yeah, that's a good time. It's a good time.
My team won the division, JPJ.
Hey, man. Enjoy it. I'm glad you won it over the Yankees. So I was rooting for you to pull it over the Yankees. So it's Red Sox Yankees in the first round, guys. Whew.
Oh wow.
Oh baby. Let me tell you.
Wow. What a first round.
Oh baby. Starts on Tuesday. I might
And
not
we
be
get the winner.
Yeah, and you guys will get the winner. So it's just Red Sox Yankees Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday if needed, all in New York. Ready to go, man.
And then by the way,
Ready to
there's the ALDS, which will be the Blue Jays versus the Red Sox Yankees. Game 1 is on Saturday. Game 2 will be on Sunday afternoon, which would lead right into Patriots Bills Sunday Night Football next Sunday. So it could be an absolute disaster on Sunday.
It could be. It could be, especially if it's Red Sox Blue Jays. Like if we can get by the Yankees,
We might just have to do like a 12-hour stream, watch both
if
of
we
them.
can get by the Yankees and it's Red Sox Blue Jays on that day to watch your Blue Jays lose, and then our Patriots upset the 4-0 Buffalo Bills. What a day!
Buffalo
that
is
could be.
basically Toronto, so it could just be Buffalo versus Toronto.
Yeah,
Buffalo versus Boston.
It really could
Oh,
be. Toronto and Buffalo are literally right there.
Next week's episode of The Swarm could be very interesting.
Yeah, it'll just be a fight, basically.
It'd just be
It'll
us
either be
bickering.
either both very happy or very sad.
Yeah.
Or one of, we could just split it too, I guess.
It's true. Well, I mean, we root for the same football team, so
Oh,
we'd
yeah,
be
fair
aligned
enough.
on that. It would really just be the baseball would be.
We're both rooting for you to get through the Yankees, at least me and you are again.
Yeah. I mean, who
Look
isn't?
at the Yankees
Does
in
anybody?
first place.
You don't like the Yankees, do you?
No.
Me?
I'm a Cubs guy, so I
All
I
right.
know your
Well,
heartbreak.
you guys got what? The Padres? You're playing the Padres in round 1, I believe.
Yeah, I think
So,
something like that.
yeah, I think the Padres and Cubs.
Shout out to the Mets.
Oh, poor Mets.
Love that.
So much. You know the 2 most expensive teams to never make the playoffs? The New York Mets, 2023 and 2025. God bless, huh?
Mhm.
Wow.
That's beautiful.
762 million. And Soto was great this year, but 762 million for Juan Soto, and you didn't.
Should have
make
came to
the
Toronto
playoffs.
like he was.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. All right. Anything else we want to discuss tonight? boys, any other wrestling topics? I could go all day.
We gotta go watch the Cowboys lose.
Wow. You think Mike is gonna
I
take
hope I have
care
a
of
house
business?
full of Cowboys fans here.
CJ's been in hell all week, Jamie.
Oh God.
Yeah, I've heard.
He's been in hell all week.
Moving sucks.
This is my last day in this house.
Wow.
Tomorrow at 6 a.m. Gotta get up. So that'll be fun.
Yeah. And then you got to move. So you got to get up early and then physically move. It's going to be
We
terrible.
won't be done until probably around this time, yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be terrible. It's going to be terrible.
Hey,
But
two beautiful pools and hot tubs, though, on the property. I'll be sitting my ass in there all night.
hot
All
tub.
night. Oh, God, JPJ, it's lovely.
You got a hot tub.
And there's two 24-hour gyms on the property as well.
Is it like a complex?
Yeah. It's like
All right.
really one of the bougie. I told you how my girlfriend is.
Yeah.
It's a very bougie one, please.
So it's
So
a
basically,
bougie.
what we're saying is next week's episode of The Hive is CJ and Hot Tub.
It might be. Well, I've already told JPJ I'm going to be at a presidential suite in Mexico with a hot tub on the balcony in December, and I am
true.
making
I
sure
don't
we record.
I don't believe him.
Hot tub streams.
I don't believe him because he's going to be on vacation and he's going to get there and have a great time. And then he's going to be like, yeah, I don't want to spend 2 hours
Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
sitting and recording something. I'm on vacation.
I want everybody to see how wonderful it is.
That is
Gonna be
just a
great.
sick individual. You're a sick individual.
Correct.
Unbelievable.
I don't wish anybody death on this episode, though.
That's true. I'm proud of you. We're moving up. We're growing. That's called growth. That's what we
right.
call that. We call that
We'll
growth.
go 2 for 2 next. Oh, well. Yeah. No, next
see.
episode, the Blue Jays might have lost game 1 by then.
Exactly. So we'll see. We'll see what's going on.
We'll see how that
We'll
goes.
see what's going on. Jamie, thanks for hopping on with that. Well, go ahead.
Real
Yeah,
quick, I'm a big Segway guy, JPJ. That's my job here.
Yeah.
I'm a big AEW guy, as everybody knows. If you had someone you could watch AEW with every single week, JPJ. Jamie.
It is. Yeah. I was just going to
Do you have
say.
any idea where you could do that?
Yeah, I mean, you do quite a few things here at the Hive and elsewhere and stuff like that. So why don't you let the people know what you do here, where they can hang out with you here, and then what else you got going on, and where they can find you.
So here on The Hive, I do The Buzz every week. This week we are chatting to magician Gabriella Lester. She, again, breaks my mind with a magic trick. And then for me, Thursday. For you guys, Wednesday, we watch The Hive with Peggy on watch The Hive. We watch Dynamite on The Hive with Peggy every week, and it's been very fun, even though we don't really talk about wrestling.
No.
Hey,
Nope.
no, that's
To
what
be
makes it
fair,
great, though.
Me and JPJ on the wrestling show usually talk about sports, and on the sports show we then talk about wrestling. So
Yeah, 100%.
That's
And
all
me and Josh, when we're doing the Raw watch-alongs,
Oh, yeah.
we probably talk about Raw like 20% of the time, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe that might even be
Well-
high.
me and JPJ, what is the WWE show we did a watch along for? Was it Clash?
Yes.
I don't think we even spoke once about a match that happened.
Yeah.
Like genuinely, you would have no idea what we were there for.
Yeah. You would have been like, "Are they watching anything? What are they watching?"
Yeah, we're just sitting here watching a
talking.
movie. Yeah.
We're just talking about a bunch of shit.
Yeah.
No, honestly. But yeah, so that's where you can find Jamie. I was on the Buzz last week, so you can go on our YouTube and check that out. Check out all the episodes because they're a lot of fun. It's had a bunch of different people on there: singers, magicians, me. So yeah, go check that out. It's a lot of fun. And you and Peggy are building a pretty cool community in the chat on Wednesdays and stuff like that. So that's always a good time as well.
The chat is always
Yes.
very appropriate as well.
Oh, I mean, we are
PG
nothing.
rating.
We are nothing but appropriate here at the Hive.
Listen, we're family
There's
friendly.
nothing
now,
inappropriate about anything we do here at
Not
all.
one bit.
No. CJ, let the people know what you got going on and where they can find you, man.
We have the Swarm where I do not ever wish death on people, and I also always talk about how great AEW is.
Sure you
That's what
do.
we got going on.
Sure you do.
Listen,
Sure you do.
someone's got to do it.
Yeah, sure you do.
Unlike our WWE stands here, JPJ. He wore a
Yeah.
Brock Lesnar shirt on last episode.
That's not true. That's not true. I assure you that's not true.
AI.
It was, yeah, that was not me. That was not me. That was not me. It was a patsy, I assure. You can follow me at JPJ Loves Gaming on all social media platforms. Like he said, the Swarm here twice a week. The High View is moving to Sundays. It used to come out on Fridays. Now it'll be coming out on Sundays. That is on the Hive YouTube. So that's where you can check that. It's a nice little video game series I got going on in EA college football. Between Two Beards Thursday nights over on Love Wrestling and all stuff like that. But follow the Hive at the Hive_media on all social media platforms. We got a Substack that has Peggy, Bryn, Mike, Josh writes on there a lot. Josh and CJ have a show in Impact Intact every other week here. Josh is also streaming video games. Stuart, you don't know Ball, great series, and him and Stuart, Josh and Stuart were doing a way out. Peggy and Stuart are doing It Takes Two. We got a bunch of stuff air every day at the Hive, so follow us there and go check out our friends at W Energy. This episode of The Swarm was powered by them. W.GG. Type in that promo code, The Hive, all one word, and you'll get 10% off your order. Clean energy, no jitters, no sugars, just all clean energy. We want to thank our pals at W Energy. We want to thank you, Jamie, for joining us here again. We appreciate you. We'll have to do this again soon sometime. For all you guys, we'll see you later on this week. Till then, peace out.